Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Midpoint. It's your girl Dailande, and today I'm going to be reading out of the book Life is a Soap Bubble by OSHO. I was reading it and I was like, oh, this will be dope to post. My homeboy used to tell me to, read out the books and talk about, certain passages and how it resonates with me. So I want to do that. I'm going to put his info in the description box. He's really dope. Y'all check him out, okay? Stop worrying about darkness and turn on the light. People who think only about darkness can never find the light. There is a lot of darkness in life and also evil and immorality. Some people resign themselves to this darkness, and then their inner urge to reach the light, to find light, gradually becomes weaker and weaker. I call this resignation to darkness the greatest sin. This is a crime which man commits against himself. All crimes against others come from the basic crime against yourself. Always remember that a person who doesn't do this to himself can't commit a sin against anyone else either. In an effort to avoid this darkness, some people become preoccupied with denying it. Then their life becomes just an ongoing fight to deny darkness. This is also a mistake. The person who resigns himself to darkness is mistaken, and so is someone who fights it. You don't have to be resigned to darkness, nor do you have to fight it. Both are ignorance. The intelligent man does what he can to bring light. Darkness has no existence of its own. It is merely an absence of light. The moment light arrives, darkness disappears. It is the same with evil, immorality, and irreligiousness. Let me wait till the next slide. We don't have to wipe out evil, immorality, or irreligiousness. It is enough to simply light the lamp of goodness, morality, and religiousness. The light of religiousness is the death of irreligiousness. Fighting darkness is fighting with an absence. This is insanity. If you have to fight, then fight for light to come. He who has light destroys darkness involuntarily. I really like this passage because right now a lot of people are worried about what's next, what's about to happen, and a lot of people are fearful. And I think once we can acknowledge our fears and we can acknowledge the darkness, so to speak, either within us, it could be from trauma, thoughts, ideologies, and really stand in there, we get to become the light that set us free and that shows us the way. So I like this passage. The person who resigns himself to darkness is mistaken, and so is someone who fights it. You don't have to be resigned to darkness, nor do you have to fight it. So an example would be like, let's say someone broke your heart. Let's say you lost a job, or you're in a moment of darkness, right? You can't see your way out of the situation. What you want to do is you become the light, or you seek the light and try to figure out what is the lesson. How can you transcend this? What can you find good out of the situation? Because there isn't the situation that you're going through is not something that you need to sit in, nor is it something that you need to revenge against. That's literally what it's saying. So you want to figure out, how can this benefit me for me to grow and evolve, right? So in the passage before, number 5, it talks about, it says, man has to become discontent with himself. Only then does he move towards godliness. He who becomes content with himself destroys himself. I like that passage also, and it kind of correlates with each other, like being the light and searching for darkness and understanding that you're constantly evolving, right? But in effort for you to even be able to get to that, you need to know who you are. And as long as you are satisfied with just being man, as far as the evolution, if evolution really exists, as it said, from animal to human, or to God, and then to God. And I'm really, kind of quoting from the book. It's like, don't be content with just being a man. Know that this is just the midpoint. The midpoint way. You're right at the middle of the cusp before you reach self-realization. So it's like, don't be satisfied with literally just the mere fact that you are existing, right? And I'm not saying like don't be present, don't be an observer. That's a completely different conversation. It's more like engage in life, feel the experiences, but understand that this is not the end. This is not the end. Like, you get to transcend and evolve into a multi-dimensional being that you are, right? So if you really truly believe that, why would you feel like man is your last stop? Why would you feel like this is your life and then this is death? Like, start to get into the habit of knowing and thinking that my spirit is on a journey, and the entire journey is life, to evolution, to self-realization. And I'm not saying this is like the answer, the way. This is just something that resonates with me. This is how I understand it. This is what works for me, what's been helping me to understand the journey and my consciousness, the consciousness that is in this vessel, and just literally, reading and picking up on information and living, experiencing things to allow me to expand my mind and truly embrace the entire life journey, not just only on this dimension, right? And I'm pretty sure if you're on this channel, you possibly feel the same, and if not, you're getting there. Or at least this information is like really starting to like hit you. So join the club. I've been into this for a little while now, so I definitely feel you. So I hope this helped you guys in any way. Pick up the book if you want to get it. This Life is a Soap Bubble by OSHO. Pretty dope book. I'm about to lock my hair, y'all, because I love my hairstyles, but I think the only thing that's going to do me justice at this point is just locking it. Stay tuned for that. All right, y'all. Thank you, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Definitely hit the comment section. You guys have been great at that.